midnight haze, chasing shadows in the darkest maze. Footsteps echo in the empty hall, mysteries waiting on our call. Bigfoot stomping through the pines, aliens sending secret signs. EVPs in the dead of night, ghosts dancing in the pale moonlight. Paranormal for what we bring it to you. Truth behind the veil, gotta pursue you.
Talk about the strange, the freaky, the weird.
Yeah, the freaky and the weird. What's freaky right now is my color.
Oh, yeah. Jason and I are in the same studio.
We are. But my camera makes me look like I'm dead.
I think I look normal.
You're a little yaller.
A little jaundiced. So I hope everybody's had a good week so far. Today was a little cold snap. Did you see the little flurries flying around everywhere?
Oh, yeah.
You know, the city spent so much money on going around and salting the roads and everything for that flurry. It was funny.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Taxpayer money going out the window.
Just imagine if you lived up north.
Yeah.
It would be like a normal day.
Yeah. Talking as an ex-truck driver, I'll tell you, what we get here, nothing. Nothing doesn't compare.
We do have a pretty good show tonight. It's a little weird. Better put your tinfoil hats on.
Yes. Jason put us together a pretty darn cool show tonight.
Yes. This is inspired by Art Bell with his crazy stuff. Tinfoil hats required.
Yes, we need to put that like on the banner. Tinfoil hats may be required.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about Elizabeth Klarer and her story of an alien. I'm not going to call it abduction. I think she went willingly.
It's a love story.
It's a sex scandal in space.
They took my kid. Oh, man.
So, yeah, we're going to be talking about Elizabeth Klarer and her story. Now, this happened back in something else, you know. Martin. Wonder why.
I don't know.
I think it's 1954. Yeah. That's what she did during.
Yeah, 54 to 56.
This is 1954 to 56. But unlike the majority of, the alien contactees in the mid 20th century, now Elizabeth possessed a formidable academic and military background that made her testimony difficult for the establishment to dismiss. Hey, Susan.
That is what is neat about this, though, is the fact that she had a background that most would say would be above talking about crazy things.
Yeah.
Like somebody that's got a PhD or something like that, you don't expect them to start coming up to you and going, "Hey, man, I was abducted."
Hey, Steven.
Hey, Steven. How you doing, buddy?
So, she was trained at Cambridge University and furthered her studies at the British Air Ministry's meteorological department. And her specialty was atmospheric physics, specifically the study of cloud morphology and pressure systems. This training provided her with a rigorous framework for identifying a lot of atmospheric anomalies that exceeded the capabilities of known natural phenomena.
So now, during the 1930s, she studied music and art in Florence, Italy. Now, she did not view music as mere art, but as a study of vibration and resonance. She later asserted that this understanding allowed her to grasp the symphonic nature of interstellar travel, where space time is manipulated through specific frequency keys rather than through brute force. So during World War II, she was recruited by the South African Air Force Intelligence, and she was stationed at the Durban headquarters. Now, she operated as a specialist in information. She was responsible for decoding intercepted German naval and Luftwaffe communications. Now,
what's the Luftwaffe?
That was part of the German military. Yeah.
Okay.
As a trained pilot with high-level security clearances, she was adept at verifying data under high-pressure scenarios.
Hey, baby girl.
Which made her an expert observer in the eyes of the military.
So she's pretty credible to come up with this tinfoil hat story.
Right. And, talking about that, it's like, if you're somebody with that type of a background that's gone to Cambridge University, that has been a pilot and gone up in the ranks in the military and things like that, you wouldn't think that they would just go off and make a crazy story like this.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't think that they would.
No. It is pretty out there story, though. Once we get into it, you'll see why. So it all began at Cathkin Peak on December 27th, 1954. She moved from her role of observer to participant while at her farm near Drakensberg, the Drakensberg Mountains. And she documented a physical encounter that would redefine her life.
Now, this sounds like something that should be on Maury. You are not the father. No.
And the results are, what is the father? Right.
Would her studies link up with how people go missing and researchers link these crazy weather phenomenon happens? Maybe. Because she was missing for a 4-month period.
No, 4 years.
Was it 4 years?
Yeah. I think there was another lady that had a similar experience, but she was just gone for 4 months.
Yeah. I mean, this lady was gone long enough that, well, you'll see the story here in a minute. But, Stephen, that is a very good possibility. Yes.
Yeah. So she described that a 60-foot diameter craft constructed from a pearlescent shimmering metal that seemed to breathe with light. The craft utilized 3 retractable magnetic pads for stabilization and possessed a translucent crystalline dome that allowed for 360-degree visibility. So this is your UFO, your space little green man UFO.
Yes.
Got a little dome.
Got the dome and
the Jetsons.
Yes. Yeah. George Jetson. Hey, Randy.
What's up, Randy?
Overtly. Yeah. 4 years.
Night's Watch.
Yeah. The Night's Watch. How you doing? Yeah.
Yeah. This is, she actually seen the craft. So the pilot, she said, his name was Akon, and identified himself as an astrophysicist from the Alpha Centauri system. Now, she emphasized that he...
Oh, wait.
That's Mork from Ork.
Right.
So she emphasized that he was not alien in the monstrous sense, but an evolved human-like being of immense intellectual stature. I'm going to show you a picture that she had.
She drew of him.
Yeah,
right?
she painted this picture of him. So this is what supposedly.
Hey, Michelle.
Like.
So this is what he looked like.
Yeah, and that's her, and you can see the picture behind her on the wall. But this is her interpretation of what he looked like in a painting. Pretty wild. Looks human to me.
Looks pretty human to me. Yeah. Do you think maybe he could be one of these Nordic types that look more human?
Yeah, I'm thinking the blonde hair, blue eyed Nordic aliens.
Yeah.
From Alpha Centurion.
Yeah.
You know, I think originally he was his people were from Venus, and then Venus.
Makes sense because women are from Mars.
Yeah. Then Venus kindly dried up. You know, it's gone.
Everything gone.
Is gone.
So they moved on.
They moved to a planet called Melton, I think. It's in the story. You can go ahead with that other communication.
So communication was conducted via high bandwidth telepathy. So high bandwidth.
So didn't talk, used
telepathic.
Yeah.
So this was not merely hearing voices, but the instantaneous download of geometric equations, historical timelines, and visual concepts that bypassed the sluggishness of how we speak here on this planet, because
like and
well, and having to just spell everything out, they could just go.
Yeah.
What's the saying? A picture's worth 1,000 words. So that's what they mean. So declassification of military logs from Durban radar stations confirmed that on the dates Klarer specified, there were ghost targets that were tracked over the Drakensberg range. Now, these targets moved at calculated speeds of Mach 10, performing instant stops, right-angle turns that would have disintegrated any contemporary terrestrial airframe of the time. And of this time still. I mean, we still can't do that we know of. Now, her technical reports synthesized in her later writings provided a blueprint for what she termed the harmonic law of the universe. It's funny because she's talking about harmonics, and that goes a lot with string theory.
Mm-hmm.
String theory says that everything is resonating at a frequency. Everything. This desk, computers, mic, even ourselves.
Right.
And what is that? That's harmony. That's a note. That's pretty interesting.
It is.
So she argued that terrestrial physics was flawed in viewing gravity as a pull. According to Akon, gravity is a localized push caused by the movement of light particles through the vacuum. So she says that matter, she claimed, is simply congealed light trapped in a lower vibrational state. You know what's funny about that?
What?
Is that it wasn't too long ago I was reading a paper where they were able to stop light in a setting in a lab. They were literally able to stop it. And that would give you congealed light.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. And this was in the 50s?
54.
60s? Yeah. That's this. I mean, this is pretty. What's funny is that this stuff that they're talking about is stuff that we're coming to today.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
And she wrote these accounts even down in a book. I mean, she's got a lot of knowledge of something.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Now, Paul says that you could click on somebody in the comments
Mm-hmm.
and give them the ability to be moderators. I don't know how. I tried.
Put in timeout, delete comment, ban user.
Maybe it has to be done in YouTube.
Yeah, it probably does.
I don't know. That's interesting.
So let's talk about the engine of the craft.
Yes.
It was a circular vacuum chamber where atoms of light were spun at speeds approaching infinite. So this generated a toroidal magnetic field, which is a donut-shaped energy bubble that effectively disconnected the ship from the host planet's gravitational grid. So this is how they hover and move around in our atmosphere.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, on YouTube. Okay. Yes, thank you.
I wonder if I've got the ability to do that. You keep talking and I'm going to try it.
So this allowed the craft to hover by matching the frequency of the planet's magnetic crust. Now, that's interesting. So to travel between stars, the craft would engage in a phase shift by vibrating the crystalline hull at a specific harmonic frequency. So the ship would shift its atomic structure into a higher dimension, and this collapsed the 4.2 light year distance to Proxima Centauri into a singular point, making the journey feel near instantaneous to the passengers while they were shielded from the effects of the time dilation. Hey, Tommy or Tammy.
Hey, Tammy, it's got to be you that does it.
It's got to be me.
Yeah. Not me.
Oh.
I can't do it.
So in 1956, she was transported to the Great Mothership, a multi-mile long interstellar carrier, before arriving at the planet Meton.
Meton.
So as a meteorologist, she provided meticulous data on Meton's environment. The sky appeared as a shimmering violet blue due to the different gas concentrations and the dual sun lighting. So it had two suns.
Most solar systems do.
Yeah.
Ours is pretty weird that it only has one. Yeah.
The weather self-regulated itself. Sentient systems, there were no destructive storms because the inhabitants utilized the planet's natural magnetic resonance to balance pressure systems. So this planet functioned as a true utopia with no currency or government, automation. It was driven by free energy from the vacuum.
So 0 point energy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's something that we still strive for today. 0 point energy.
Yeah. And the planet provided for all physical needs. So the populace dedicated their lives to cosmic consciousness, scientific exploration, and the arts.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. So that's a utopian society.
Yep. What would you rate their stage like?
There would have to be at least a level 1 society, because they've harnessed the power of maybe a level 2 society at least, because they've more than harnessed the planet, because if they've able to tap into 0 point energy, that's the power of the universe. So they would have to be a level 2, probably a level 2 society.
Yeah.
So
Stephen says we're helping his theory.
Awesome. Glad to be of help, Stephen.
On the Bigfoot.
I like it. So in 57, she gave birth to her son,
Hmm.
a yearling,
Ailing.
ailing. See, I'll try to throw the Y in there. I guess it's silent.
Yeah.
However, the vibrational mismatch between her earthborn biology and Metten's environment became critical. Her heart, tuned to the heavy, sluggish magnetic pulse of Earth, began to fail in the high frequency environment of the Proxima Centauri. So Akon diagnosed her with a terminal cardiac enlargement. Now, to save her life, she had to return to the dense atmosphere of Earth, resulting in the heartbreaking decision to leave her son behind in the stars.
Like we said, this is a
Jerry Springer Show.
space romance.
That's right. Now, upon her return, Klarer transformed from a secret intelligence asset into a global, polarizing space messenger. Now, declassified documents suggest that the South African Bureau of State Security, or BOSS for short, kept Klarer under surveillance. Now, they were specifically interested in her detailed description of a light-based energy as a potential path to energy independence and advanced weaponry during the apartheid era's isolation. She also addressed the 11th International Congress of UFO Research Groups in Germany. Unlike many contactees who spoke of love and light, Klarer presented technical diagrams and meteorological data, which earned her a standing ovation from a skeptical audience of physicists and researchers. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
thanks, Stephen, for coming in.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry you got to go, but you can go back and listen to it.
Please.
So she's talking, she's going to these big conferences and speaking in front of the German board and all this stuff.
Yep.
She also spoke in 1979 to the British House of Lords. They held a historic multi-hour debate on UFOs. So Lord Clancarty, the Earl of Pembroke, specifically cited her credentials as a Cambridge-trained scientist to argue that the UFO phenomena was a matter of high-level scientific and national security importance rather than folklore.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So she went on to publish her definitive autobiography, which served as a warning. She claimed that humanity's obsession with nuclear energy was tearing the fabric of the Earth's energy envelope, creating discordant ripples that could be felt by other star systems.
That's funny.
That makes sense.
What's funny about that is I don't know if that's where these other people are getting some of this stuff, but you hear other contactees talking about the same thing. And it's also funny that contact really picked up, we'll say, during the nuclear age.
Yeah.
When we started setting off atomic bombs in the West, the UFOs picked up.
Yeah.
More and more and more and more of them. And not only that, but then you also see how fascinated they seem to be with our missile technologies, all of the other things that we have that are nuclear powered, because these things are sighted around those things all the time. I don't know. That's interesting.
I mean, she could be right. It could be affecting other star systems.
Well, and that's the thing, is that a lot of other people who have been abducted or communicated with beings from outside of our realm or our existence, out in the universe or whatever. Even some people that talk about having communication with interdimensional beings. talk about that every time we blow up a bomb and every time we do that, it tears at the fabric of time, space, and everything itself. That we are potentially could destroy everything.
Yeah.
With these bombs. And that's why there's so much excitement around it all. That's interesting though. And I don't know, with this being when it is that she's just talking about this in the 70s, it's weird that you have all these people that have had these same shared warnings, I guess you would call them.
Yeah.
About the same thing.
Oscar thinks it's us using the Nazi tech from von Braun.
Well, I'm going to say that whatever technology we have, and this is just fact, that our government is at least 50 years ahead of us.
Oh, yeah.
At least. So, have they been playing with these other energies for a while? I believe so. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that von Braun and all them should never have been brought to this country. Ever. But that would be a different show.
Operation Paperclip.
Yeah. That's a different show because I think that they should have all paid for their war crimes like everybody else that paid for them did. Started up nuclear war. Yes.
Yeah.
That was Paul when they came and they were playing with our missile systems and they started activating our missiles, our Minuteman missiles. And Russia saw that was happening. And though ours were getting activated, and then something, what it was something which was a UFO, but it was traveling across the sky at very high rate of speed, and it caused them to turn on their missiles and get ready to fire off. And, in the background, there was a couple of people who shut it down against their, both countries telling them to do opposite. And then it ended up averting us, probably being in a dystopian society right now.
Shall we play a game?
Yeah, tic-tac-toe. Okay.
Thermal global nuclear war.
Yes.
You remember that movie?
I do. I love that movie.
I watched that movie so much when I was a kid. I still like to watch it today, but it was a pretty cool movie.
Yeah.
War games.
Scientists seem to all get along. Yep, they do. Because they're all narrowly focused on what it is that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
The ultimate game of chicken. Absolutely. That's it. Everybody's got their finger on that button.
So, Paul, if you've never seen War Games, you need to watch that movie.
Voice. Let's play a game.
Shall we play a game?
Yeah, that's
good evening, Doctor.
That was such a good movie.
Yeah,
it was.
It's called War Games. It's just exactly what you were talking about, except they left out the UFO part.
Right. And what was funny about it too, though, is that movie shows something that most people weren't really thinking of much at that time. It's showing a computer that's pretty much an AI.
Yeah.
That has control of all of our nuclear weapons, because what if something happens and we can't push a button after everybody else pushes the button? So we're going to have this machine be able to push the button for us.
Yeah.
And it's one of these things. Yes. Absolutely. It's one of these things that at the time I was like, that's interesting. And now we're living in the age of AI.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can't buy a device that doesn't have it on it no more. Yes.
Yep.
Uh,
That's crazy.
so, you know, Elizabeth passed away in February of 1994. She did this as the digital age was beginning to explore the concepts of quantum entanglement, warp bubbles, she had described decades earlier. Now, to her final breath, she maintained that her son was living among the stars and that the universe was not a cold, empty vacuum, but a living, breathing resonance of light. Hey, Roy.
What's up, bird dog?
Yep,
Poor Superman.
Yeah, he's going to have to change clothes somewhere else now. But see, that goes to exactly what I was talking about earlier. You know, she's talking about things of quantum entanglement, warp bubbles, which also there's another TV series that done warp bubbles.
What was that? Warp bubbles?
Yeah, warp speed.
Oh,
Star Trek.
yeah.
And what that is that created a bubble around the spacecraft. So they're saying that you can't go faster than the speed of light, right? If you have any mass to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what E equals MC squared kind of means. And so, because if you have mass and the more mass you have, the more you can't cross over the speed of light, then what you can do now is they said, well, if we create a warp bubble around us, then we're not in space time anymore. And so therefore we could go faster than the speed of light.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's interesting to see that some of these things that she had talked about, because she had also talked about string theory,
Mm-hmm.
which is a concept that is a lot newer than then. You know, when you're talking about everything having a resonance, that string theory is saying that nothing exists without resonance.
Right.
Everything is resonance. This table, and if you could find the resonance to this monitor and you could match that resonance, you could stick your hand through it with no problems at all.
And that's scientifically a fact.
Yes. Yeah. And that's how also, if you want to go even further into this rabbit hole, that's also what they say that is how the pyramids were built, with sound.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you can find the resonance of a mineral, so a rock, you can find that resonance, then you can lift it with sound. With that same resonance, you match that resonance of that rock, and that rock becomes light as a feather.
Yeah, I can't remember the place in Florida where the guy was practicing that and built some kind of
Coral Castle.
Yeah, coral castle, and was using that technology to build it.
Yeah, he said that he found the technology that built the pyramids. Yep. Tibetan monks.
Yeah.
They do. They believe that, like the King's Chamber and stuff like that in the Great Pyramid, is also a resonance chamber.
Mm-hmm.
That they honestly believe that people were taken in there if they were sick and healed from the resonances in that chamber. So I don't know. I think that what makes this really intriguing and a really intriguing story is that Elizabeth Klarer, like they said, she was very well trained in what she did. Unless she completely lost her marbles, why would you make up a story like this?
Right.
And then on top of that, you know, come up with some fascinating theories.
even the theories that she had back then are today now known
Yeah.
known
Well, and
science.
they're still studying resonance as far as like string theory, where she said everything in the universe is sound. They're still studying that. That's called string theory. Look it up. And to me, that is just, I don't know, it's pretty amazing that she would just be able to come up with this stuff. And hey, people do. What's the old saying? Even a
Well,
blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. I mean,
even
but
even that with her ordeal with the gravity, she's saying that it's not a
push.
push, it's a pull. Or no,
No, it's not a pull, it's a push.
It's a push,
Yeah.
which makes sense to me that the earth, it's not holding us down. The things around us are what's pushing us down.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Would that not make sense?
Yeah.
Or am I crazy and need a tinfoil hat?
Maybe. Maybe we all need tinfoil hats. I don't know, but I mean, the way she said it is the light itself. It's almost like she's saying light and frequency, like what overtly overstoked Oscar said is everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when she said that light can be frozen, or matter is congealed light.
Yeah.
What's funny is that science has now frozen light in time.
And it's become matter.
Yeah, it's completely frozen in time. Yeah.
And you could touch it. Like ding ding.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they tried to touch it or not. But they could freeze it though. That's amazing. So that means that it can go from being a particle, right? The double slit experiment tells us it's a particle when we're not looking at it, but when we look at it, it becomes a wave. So what's saying that now we freeze it,
Becomes matter.
and it becomes matter.
Yeah.
So now it gave a third element. And it's almost like water.
Mm-hmm.
Water's a vapor, it's a liquid, and it's a solid. Maybe it has more than one.
Yeah.
We already know it has two. It's a wave and a particle. So I don't know. I think these kinds of stories are the kinds that make you think.
Yeah.
Make you stay up late with your brain going.
I want to show a picture of somebody took a picture back in the day then, around the same time, her story was happening. And this is around the same place. We'll show that picture.
Those look a lot like the same objects that flew over the White House.
Yeah.
And that was around pretty close to that same time too. A lot of people say that, what are they going to do? Just pull up on the White House lawn? Well, they had flyovers.
I mean, to
for
me,
a week.
It looks to be about 60 feet in diameter by the way it looks right now, and it's circular.
It's definitely circular.
And this was taken, I think, around the time that she was in love with Akon.
When she was off world?
Yeah. Well, he was coming and visiting her for a long time and then took her. So
that's interesting.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Oh.
I think it's pretty cool. What do y'all think in the chat room there? Tell us what you think. Because I honestly believe that when you talk about string theory, this is something that we're still trying to figure out. And according to Meteorological, it's something we shouldn't even know about right now. It was actually a concept that was stumbled upon, and it's so far beyond our actual grasp that we're trying to figure it out, what it could be. We all know quantum entanglement.
Yeah.
Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. You know, ooh, spooky action at a distance. You know, we've all talked about warp bubbles. I mean, again, Star Trek. If you're a Trekkie like I was, or still am, you know,
Give her all she got, Captain.
I can't give it no more. The dilithium chamber is empty. Oh man, you know, but to sit there and to be able to talk about these things, it's pretty interesting. And to have these concepts, you know, about freezing time or congealed time, I guess you would say. Light. Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep interchanging light and time, and they're not even the same. You know the ship like the back of your hand. Which one was your favorite ship? Because I love the original. I always loved the original ships, even though they went through, you know, they kept destroying them every movie. So you had B, C, D, you know. It took me a long time to really like The Next Generation. I think 2 seasons are better. I saw that, Roy, where William Shatner's coming to the Tennessee Theater and going to be doing a talk and everything.
How's he getting there? I mean, how old is this guy?
He's like in his 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to say, beam me over, Scotty. NCC 1701. The originals. Yes.
NCC 1701.
Yep.
Used to have a model of that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I should print one.
Yeah.
Got a 3D printer. I could print that sucker.
He's a Trekkie fan. I'm a Stargate fan.
I like Stargate too. I'll tell you.
SG-1 is my show.
The board cube is cool. Yes. I'll tell you. I like Star Wars. Star Trek.
Yeah.
A lot of times people don't mix with those things, you know. But I think that more than anything, though, I'm just a sci-fi nut. I like sci-fi because when the original Stargate first came out, I can't tell you how many times I watched that movie.
I've got the all the VHS, I think. Yeah, they're all on VHS. My brother he loved Star Trek. So when he passed away, I somehow ended up with these videos of all the Star Treks.
See, I've got Star Trek, the original. It even has, and it's VHS, and it even has the pilot series where no one on the Enterprise is anybody that we know today. They changed them over a few weeks. So Stargate Universe.
Yeah, I like that one.
It
got too crazy for David.
I couldn't follow it. I watched a season or two, and then that was the end of it.
This lady had a baby on another planet, and you can't go as far as Stargate Universe.
No, it was, but it was the same way with Atlantis. When Stargate Atlantis came out, I was like, oh, we're going to explain Atlantis as being on another world, you know, just that you could reach through a Stargate, and that's how all this technology and all this stuff. And I was like, oh yeah. After about the 3rd season, I was like, nah,
when you found out it was a ship.
Yeah, I was like, I'm done.
I mean, it was a city, but it was a ship.
Yeah. Which would explain why it was gone in a night.
I thought they did pretty good with the bad guys in Atlantis.
Or they the Wraith or no?
The Wraith.
The Wraith, yeah.
They did a good job with them.
They were vampires. But they had suckers on their hands.
On one hand, yeah.
Sucker vampires, you sucker.
Suck the life out of you.
Be like it was a 70s vampire. What's up, sucker?
Oh, we can talk about these movies
all night long. No,
I am watching a good series. It came out in like 2000.
Are you ready for the new Stargate series that's about to come out?
Yeah, I'm ready for that too. but this came out in the 2000s, 10s on up, I think. It's called Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
You got to watch it. I mean,
I don't like watching like those teeny bopper shows.
it ain't teeny bopper. They're
In high school?
they're in high
Okay.
school, but some of them are not. You know,
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Hmm.
Some of the
It's just the drama. I'm not a drama fan.
yeah.
I like action or suspense and stuff, but like
Yeah.
drama movies, I'm just like, I don't do the Lifetime stuff.
This ain't Lifetime.
Oh, I might have to catch an episode or two just to see.
This is like blood and guts and sex and teenagers, and
That sounds like all teenagers already.
you got werewolves. Then you got coyotes. Then they turn out to be some foxes.
No Hallmark movies. No, sir. Paranormal Paul. None. Do not like them.
My wife,
I have no reason to get touchy feely.
my wife ordered this channel
touch on
called
myself.
Friendly just to watch all these Hallmark Christmas movies.
You can watch that for free.
I know, but it's like, I think it was like $4.99 or something like that it's all Hallmark movies.
Yes. I like Star Wars too. I do.
Have you watched?
Paul says they're terrible. They are terrible. I don't know why. It's not a realistic view of the world at all.
So you're the kind you probably wouldn't like after school specials either, would you?
No.
I used to watch them all the time.
Mm-mm.
That's why I'm like I am,
Yeah.
and you're like you are.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been the action guy.
Hey, you got an action figure out now.
I do. Yeah.
Everybody seen that on Facebook?
Has everybody seen that action figure of me? Oh,
that?
I'm a Bill. Yes, I'm a Bill on Capitol
Oh,
Hill.
yeah.
I remember that.
Saturday mornings.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hey, you know what?
Today's the day I'm a Bill.
What's funny is that at least I was trying to teach you how, I'm sick with MMA.
He'll stick to MMA.
Oh, he's sticking with MMA. Gotcha. MMA's good.
What about the one I got a hankering for a hunk of cheese? You remember that one? The one with the 10-gallon hat?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's pretty good. Well, we've had a good show. Talk
yes.
about movies and shows and Hallmark that you love so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My wife would rather go and drown herself in the bathtub as to watch a Hallmark movie. Ask her. She'll tell you. I promise. Was this, excuse me, but we are called Touch Me Nots. We don't like to be physically touched, and we don't like touchy-feely emotional TV, movies, books, etc. Well, I will take that. Touch me not. I'm a touch me not.
I have to. Can I get touched? Yeah. Can I get touched?
There you go. Yeah, Roy says his wife watches it all the time. It's some people's cup of tea. I mean, just like watching Maury and all that stuff, right? For the drama.
Yeah. Paranormal 411 brought to you by the Hallmark Channel.
Oh my goodness. I could see that. They would love us on there, wouldn't they? Falling Skies on Netflix. Yes. Falling Skies. I am on season 2 of it. I remember when it first came out. And so I am rewatching it. I only watched like a few of the seasons when it originally came out. And right now I'm on season 2. And I remember how good it was. have you ever heard of Fallen Skies?
No.
So aliens come in, destroy almost everything, and there's just resistance fighters all over the place gathering together and trying to fight these things and kill them.
Hmm.
And it's almost like an Independence Day type scenario. It's pretty good.
Have you seen V?
Yes, I remember V.
V's good.
They didn't remake that, have they? It was only the original in like the early 90s, wasn't it?
It's on Netflix.
The TV series
Yeah,
where
I
they
think
were
it's a
like
little-
they were in human looking skins, but they would take them off and then they were
yeah,
like lizard people
Mhm.
and they ate tarantulas and stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was an amazing show when it first came out. I'm sure if you watch it now, it probably looks really janky.
Well, this one, I guess it's a remake.
Gotcha.
I've been watching. It's on
Okay.
Netflix. Pretty good. It's the
Yep.
same concept.
Yeah, I didn't know they remade it, but it would make sense that they would because it was a good series.
They come down and try to make.
We're in peace.
Yeah, but really, they're wanting to
Infiltrate,
change the planet.
change it. Yeah, they were trying to raise the temperature and
Mhm.
everything for them and all that stuff. Yeah. And what was crazy is that they could wear human skin so they looked human. Yes.
David, I know you like Highway to Heaven.
No. Even though my mom, for some reason, named me Michael, my middle name Michael, after him
Oh, really?
on that show. Yeah.
Huh.
Michael Landon. Because my dad's name was David Mike Reagan. And then my mom named me David Michael Reagan. So
Huh.
luckily I never got the junior title.
Yeah.
Just a couple letters difference, but you know, escaped by the junior.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
but I hope everybody enjoyed the show and got to know us a little bit better. You know, I don't like Hallmark. Jason's more of a touchy-feely guy than me.
I don't
No.
necessarily like Hallmark now. I don't sit and watch Hallmark.
Gotcha.
But I do like science fiction drama
Gotcha.
stuff.
Gotcha. Thank you, Paul. How's it going, Junior? Yeah. So you like the drama parts of stuff.
Yeah.
And me, when I get into the drama stuff, like I've been watching shows like series before, you know, stuff that I hadn't watched that there's like 4 or 5, 6 seasons of it. And it gets into parts with drama and I'll fast forward through them. And then if that happens a bunch of times, I stop watching it.
Huh. I've watched Dawson's Creek at least 3 times.
Oh no. Yeah, no.
Dawson's Creek, and there's another one that's about they hunt treasure. It's good. Can't think of the name of it right now.
Mm.
But anyway, it's good. I like stuff like that.
Right. Hey, you know.
He likes girly stuff. Come on, Roy. Maybe I do. I mean, I like a little fingernail polish every once in a while.
I won't hold it against you, Jason.
Yeah. I'm just nice and you're mean, Roy.
Yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. You want to say Rebel Moon? Yes.
No.
Good. Roy says OMG.
OMG. You got to ride with me tomorrow, Roy.
Uh-oh.
He's taking me out to dinner or lunch.
Again?
I guess.
Well, geez. I
think we're going to ride up to
wonder when I'm going to get one of these invites.
We're going to ride up to Copper Hill and do it. I'm thinking about going to Buck Bald Park up there.
Okay. Going to do some filming?
Just some dash camming.
For the Facebook.
Yeah.
Go. Be on the lookout for that, everybody. So
yeah, Roy, remember you're riding with me, so no OMGs tomorrow.
I hope everybody liked the show tonight and the topic that we talked about. I thought it was pretty interesting.
It is a good story.
Yeah, it is a good story. And, you know, I'm glad when Jason decided to write it up, he left all the kissy feely stuff out of it.
Roy.
No girls allowed. I could come tomorrow, he says. Well, I have to go to work. Otherwise I would. Overtly says, Randy, watch it and let us know. Yes. Saturday. Let us know Saturday, Randy.
Yes, we'll be back Saturday. We have Lori Hines coming on the show. She is a author, a psychic comedian. She does a lot of psychic archaeology. Is that what you would call it?
Yep. She even works with the museum down there. And
yeah.
So
she's one of our good friends, and she even went with us to Chickamauga and stuff. She
picked up a bunch of stuff there while she was there.
Yeah. So join us Saturday at 8 p.m. for Lori Hines.
Yes, it'll be fun. Be a great show.
Also, remember, we're going to be at the Vanished premiere.
Oh.
That's going to be happening January the 31st. Going to be watching the Vanished documentary. Mr. Greg Ogles and Relic Films, Natalie Smearman, Adam Davies,
bunch of good people.
Bunch of good people
that are going to be on that.
And if you come sit, you might get a surprise.
Yeah, there might be a surprise guest.
A surprise little guest.
Yeah.
On the big screen.
Yeah. On the big screen. Talking like we do. Or, you know, Southern.
The grill at Copper Hill is for real men only. Well, I'll leave you at the house then. You can sit there and drive your little Lexus, and I'll be in my Hummer. Yeah, how about that, Roy?
And if you are thinking about coming, if you live in our area around where we do here in Loudon, Tennessee, or in this area, it's only 4 hours to the drive down there to watch it. I think the tickets are only like $17.
Yep.
And there's still some tickets available. But, you know, that day before the show or the Vanished is going to be premiered, they're also going to have all kinds of vendors set up, food, all kinds of stuff going on. And, you know, you could go to our website at paranormal411.org and you could see an icon, a little link, and click on it. It's on the right-hand side at the top up there. Well, not in the header, but as you come down, and click on it, and it'll take you straight to where you can purchase your tickets. They're cheaper online than at the door, so buy them online.
Oh,
just a hint.
All right.
Are we done?
We're done. We want to thank everybody for watching and listening.
Chit chatting with us about Hallmark,
Star Trek,
Stargate, Star Wars,
War Games.
Yes. Want to play a game? Get to go back to work tomorrow. Well, that's awesome, Randy.
Yeah.
That's good.
You must be doing
feeling better? That's awesome. Love it. Well, I want to thank everybody, Jason and I do, for showing up, and hope to see everybody in the chat room on Saturday.
Yes.
Lori Hines. Remember, you can find us at paranormal411.org, Paranormal 411 on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Rumble. You can tune in live every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Also Saturdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We're also on Subspace Radio, all major podcast platforms. Now, we do have a few books out. East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2, A Comprehensive Guide to Paranormal Investigations, and The Haunted Ledger. They're all available on Amazon, or you could go to paranormal411.org and purchase those books. Join us.
Join us.
Join us. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
See you Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.
Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows? What secrets the night hides? What strange phenomena might be happening just beyond your perception? Join us as we journey into the world of the paranormal, exploring everything from ghosts and UFOs to cryptids and unexplained occurrences. From haunted houses to all things paranormal, join us in the search for the truth behind the veil. Welcome to Paranormal 411.